Very good day to all our friends here. My name is Alvin Yong. I'm a Pearl Ambassador of Avita, which is a Singapore network marketing company. And today I'll be sharing with you the most exciting cell therapy business opportunity across Asia. Avita is a Singapore company. We are launched in 2007 and really it has a very wide footprint of covering 9 countries across Asia. And what we offer the distribution opportunity for very highly innovative and cutting-edge wellness solution and preventive care products. And today I would like to touch on our hottest seller, which is the Celergen, a form of marine cell therapy supplement, which is reputedly known in the market as the Rolls-Royce of supplement across the world. And the other one is natural growth factor, which is another form of cell therapy that is specialized in neural cell, in other words, nerve cells. And it safeguards our autonomous nervous systems. Let's think about what is one of the issues that faced humanity today, all right? It is diseases of all forms. We have admittedly advanced in terms of technology. However, more and more people are falling sick and earlier in their years. And what you see in the slide here, there's arthritis, cancer, diabetes, and all these are diseases that we all are aware of, but the underlying causes are what not many of us are aware of. Think about it, we have hundreds of trillions of cells in our body. But really, if you think about whether it's diabetes, or whether it's heart diseases, it has got to go down at the most fundamental level. It is really about the cells. So in other words, there's only one disease, which is the malfunctioning of our cells. Because in the very, very beginning of our life, we started from one cell, and then it started to multiply into all kinds of cells that have got very specialized functions. So how do cells get sick? 2 key areas to be aware of. One is toxicity, and the other one is deficiency. Toxicity-wise, it really have to do with free radicals. We generate free radicals even within our own body, but today there's an onslaught of free radicals from external as well. Air pollution, water pollutions, you have Wi-Fi, you have radiations, you have all kinds of free radicals that is bombarding our cells at the moment now. Now, what does free radical do? It oxidizes our cells. And what does oxidization means to many of us? Think of a piece of iron rod. And when it gets oxidized, literally it rusts. So thinking of oxidative stress as a form of rusting from within our human body. Literally, they do things to our genes. Good genes get turned off and bad genes get turned on. And that spells problem for many of us internally. So what does cell therapy do? Literally, cells are aging as we grow older and older. And in fact, nowadays, you are talking about premature aging, even very young people are encountering degenerative diseases of all forms. Think about it, when the cells are very young, when we are very, very young, whenever we get a cut, they recover over a day or 2. But as we grow older, the recovery becomes slower, and in fact, it becomes retarded in some sense. So that is really aging in a way that we know it commonly, but in the medical terms, it is called degenerations. Right? Cells that are formed later on in our lives are less able to function that normally, and as a result, malfunctioning of cells leads to all forms of diseases. So what does cell therapy do? Very simple. Step 1, it intercepts and it prevents further degeneration. And then kicks in a step 2, it repairs and maintains the cells. And step 3 is to rebuild and rejuvenate the cells to as higher a function level as possible. And what Celergen and NGF do is exactly that. 1, it protects healthy cells. 2, they repair damaged cells. And number 3, they regenerate and make sure that new cells are regenerated, they're healthier and healthier. So cellular regeneration is a very big area, and it's going to grow bigger and bigger in the years ahead because more and more people are interested in preventive care rather than treatment after they've fallen sick. Now, nutrition for the cells comes in all kinds of peptides and amino acids that are present in Celergen. And when listed on here is some of the very important ingredient that is synergistically blended together to give you the best of the effect. Now, more information about Celergen, you can check it out on the website, where it can go in far greater detail than what I could give you in terms of a short presentation today. So I highly recommend that you search the web, and I will provide links to the Celergen website in the links below. Now, we have a whole range of worldwide accreditations. Many of them are from Switzerland, where Celergen is made. It is researched, manufactured in Switzerland, and distributed from Singapore to the world. And what is a very important attestations that you can see here, the Swiss attestations is a very important accreditation that we have. It says that not only Celergen is made in Switzerland, it is also sellable in Switzerland, which means it is of very, very high safety and quality standards. And our right-hand corner, where is a BSCG, meaning it's a Banned Substances Control Group. This is an organization that controls world doping, including athletes, screening for athletes and all. Now, every batch of Celergen is being sent to this organization for testing to ensure that Celergen does not include any form of banned substances at all. Now, I'd like to kind of bring across some of the very important, useful demonstration how Celergen works. Now, obviously, if you are looking at someone who is at the age of 88 years old, which means, admittedly, the cellular degeneration has already occurred to a large extent. The effect of Celergen is very pronounced over a short period of time, even months, and especially over a period of 2 years. If you look at this Madam Yo, you can see there's a whole new life force, exhibited through her eyes. Same pair of spectacle, but I think 90-year-old compared to the 88, she looks much younger. And this is also another of my friend who have benefited greatly from Celergen. His name is Donna Fu, and Donna Fu had a degeneration problem at his heart valve. Doctor was about to have an operation on him to change his heart valve. Of course, Donna is not very keen on any form of operation. No one is actually, right? And especially Donna has a friend who is of the same age, but died on the operating table when he eventually went on such an operation. So Donna started taking Celergen in March of 2016. And amazingly, by the end of that month, the doctor tested him and pronounced his heart has improved slightly to the point that delayed the operation for 6 months. And so he managed to get his operation delayed 6 months by 6 months by 6 months. In fact, today, Donna has a very healthy heart, thanks to Celergen and his also healthy lifestyle. And this is another friend of mine, and her name is Amy Chong. Amy was diagnosed with breast cancer. She underwent a mastectomy and then followed with a very high dosage of chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Celergen accompanied her through 14 months of radio and chemotherapy. And on the 25th of November 2015, that was the last day of the chemotherapy, and she came to celebrate her last day of chemotherapy with us in Avita. She was so happy that at the signing off, her oncologist told her that how she wished that all her cancer patients could be like Amy. She says this to Amy that, look at your nails, they're so pinkish, they're so unlike all my other cancer patients that has got blackish and bluish nails because of the chemotherapy. Now, Amy has continued on Celergen, and what is really important for cancer survivor like herself is to prevent the relapse. This picture was taken 2 years later in 2017, and then followed by 2018, and most recently, 2019 May, she came back and replenished the Celergen. She lives in Kuching. This is Nani Amelda. He is a businessman from the Philippines. He was a diabetic, and for a total of 7 years, he needed a daily injection of insulin 70 units, which is pretty high. Amazingly, after 7 months on Celergen, his doctor took him out of insulin and pronounced him that you are somehow, your system has recovered and well enough to not depend on insulin injection anymore. Today, Nani is a happy man. He leads a more healthier and happier and normal lifestyle compared to many years ago when he needed an injection on a daily basis. Now, Celergen impacted many people across the whole Asia. And this is a very fantastic testimony by Jeremy. Jeremy has this particular condition that he was born with called Marfan syndrome, whereby he had possibility of retinal detachment in his lifetime. In fact, he has already lost one of his eye. And in 2017, he had a danger of losing his other eye. And thanks to Celergen, he was able to recover very quickly from his surgery. And eventually now he went back to being a teacher. Now, why is cell therapy so potent? First and foremost, it has very, very high antioxidants in the ingredient list. Antioxidants overcome the problem of free radicals. So having super antioxidant in Celergen is a very important way to counter free radical damage in our body. Secondly, is that Celergen is being extracted using co-extraction technology. You can read more about it on our website. But this ensures that heat is not being involved here in the extractions of the peptides and the amino acids from the raw material, which is deep sea marine ocean fish in this case. Because this are all protein stuff, and when you use heat for extraction, you basically damage the bioactivity and the natural structure of the ingredient. Now, thirdly is that it has a very interesting blend of very highly effective ingredient that complements and make it as complete a cell therapy supplement as possible. And last but not least, because it is all very small peptides and amino acids that is encapsulated within this soft gel, it is fully digestible. In other words, is that you take it on an empty stomach, it's enteric coated, so the coating ensures that the ingredient is protected while it stays in the stomach, which is of a very highly acidic gastric environment. And once it enters into the small intestine, it breaks and it gets immediate absorptions in the small intestine and is delivered through the blood into the various parts of our body for regeneration. Now, we have also doctors in America prescribing Celergens to their clients, especially you can see on the screen now that we have anti-aging doctor and specialist anti-aging clinic that are, and even in Philippines and across Asia, we have many doctors who are taking Celergen themselves and at the same time helping many of their clients achieve greater and greater turnaround of their health, and at the same time to prevent rather than treating problem. Now, this is Dr. Diona. She could not help her aged mother when she was hospitalized in 2015. She heard about Celergen from her friends, and she started to give the mother Celergens. And amazingly, not only the mother recovered within a short period of time, but she went on to gradually improve her health. And from the maintenance drugs of about 10 different types of maintenance drugs, eventually reduced only 3. And today, her mother is happy, healthy. Well, I mean, if you can reduce the number of maintenance drugs, it's a very wise thing to do because then it would lessen the loads on your liver and your kidney. Now, obviously, with such a good product, it has a huge business opportunity behind. Avita runs on a network marketing business model. We believe that good things, it should be distributed by people who are consuming it. And then we refer to our friends or we share it with our friends. And through sharing, we create a business opportunity for every one of us. At the same time, it allows the company to spread the good news and make it a better world throughout by people-to-people sharing and reference. The global wellness business is a booming market. It has gone from 2 trillion to 3 trillions, and the latest statistic is a 4.2 trillion global industry. And Celergen is smack right in the middle of it all because it is about wellness. It is about keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself youthful, keeping yourself regeneratively up to mark, so as to avoid the degeneration of your body and your cells to a point where you cross the threshold into a disease state. In Avita, we have different kind of products that provide a holistic way of preventive care and wellness care. Go to myavita.com and the link will be given below as well, so that you could appreciate the full spectrum of our product range. Now here, I would like to share with all of us about the business consideration. So there are three things that is really important when you're evaluating a business. One of which is your product or service a unique and a consumable item? Because if it's not a unique item, then it depends on price. Then you go on the lowest price count, right? But if it's a non-consumable as well, then you depend on a one-time sales, right? Next is that, is it a huge expanding of market? Or is it a sunset industry where the market is gradually shrinking? Cell therapy is a booming, it's a growing, it's a fast growing phenomenon across Asia. And the fact that we have made cell therapy products really highly affordable makes it available to a very and a growing segment of people across Asia. And next is whether it's the right timing or not. Now, 20 years ago, when Asia is struggling in many areas, it may not be the right timing. Now, across Asia, there's a growing class of affluence. It is the right timing now, and people are becoming aware of preventive care rather than curative care. People are becoming aware that it's expensive and it's far too much of a sacrifice and suffering if you wait till your body gets sick and you try to treat it. The important thing now is to prevent disease. So the timing is right now for wellness and preventive care. Now, this sunshine trend of wellness and health is a very big market across Asia now. Everybody wants to slow down aging, and especially the baby boomers. Illness prevention is on everybody's mind. And cell regeneration is becoming more and more aware as a means to the end of illness prevention and anti-aging. Let's look at the various age group that we are concerned with. First is baby boomer. Baby boomers are, at the moment now, is an age gap of mid-50s to mid-70s. This group of people are now driving the economy. These are the people who are retiring. These are the people who are affluent. They are no longer the poor old people in the past. These are the people who are controlling, in fact, much of the money that they have earned over their youth, over their hard-earned years of career. Now what they want to do is they want to stay active. They want to stay disease-free. They want to enjoy their lives. They love traveling, and Celergen is going to help them. Avita product is going to help them to continuously stay active and healthy and live a long, healthy life and not be sick, not be wheelchair bound, not be bedridden, not be needing caregiver. And the second is that the Gen X people, these are the people who have experienced somewhat of a premature aging. They work hard, they're very discerning, they travel around the world, they're very knowledgeable, and they know good stuff. When they see it, they can Google, they will check you out, they will ask you really pointed questions. But if they find a good product, they'll stick to it. They know that they want to prevent premature aging. They want to slow down the aging so that they can enjoy the peak of their career. They can enjoy the peak of their life as well, the active lifestyle. And these are also the people who is going to champion our industry over the next 10 to 20 years because they are relatively still young. Many of them are mid-career transitional. They've been there and done that. They have led a corporate life, and many of them want to start a business. And what kind of business to start? Avita. Preventive care, anti-aging, Celergen business. So these are the people that we are looking for to work with and partner with and bring our industry to a new height. Okay, this is the Gen X people. And the Gen Y are the younger generation who may not be so concerned about the health yet, but they have a great awareness now. Many of these Gen Y and younger people are studying to become entrepreneurs. They are not willing to follow their fathers and the grandfathers' story of work hard, study hard, and get a good grade and go and get a good job and stay in the same job for 40 years. No? So these are the younger, enterprising, entrepreneurial generations who are looking out for what is the next big thing. And wellness boom is going to be the industry that they're going to champion and make themselves mega successful, mega rich, over the next 10, 20 years. So it's very exciting. This wellness opportunity is smacked right into all the way from the baby boomer down to Gen Y and younger generations. So where are we right now for Avita's network? We are into 7 countries. You can see on the map, it's still growing. 9 countries and growing. At the moment now, it is a market size of over 700 million populations. It's a huge market, and we are all connected. And it's in this connected world of social media and technology, every single one of us have got friends across all this country and more. So embarking on the Avita business, right on the very natural way of connecting people and building a business, sharing a good product, and then go on, create a Asia-wide multinational corporation for yourself. Network marketing opportunity is ringing a louder and louder bell among many, many of us today. Gone are the days of fixed job for the whole life and ending with a good pensions concept. Throw it out, is no longer available anymore. It's no longer relevant also. Network marketing opportunity is really a platform business. The company, Avita, has already put in place the business system, has put in place the best of the product, has put in place the logistics support systems, and all you need to do is to connect, and grow to the point where you can create your own time and financial freedom for yourself and your family. How can I describe Avita network marketing in a very, very simple way? I would attempt to describe to you in this very simple illustration. Avita is like a supercar. It can bring you far and fast. However, it depends on you because you are going to be the one driving your Avita business. You're going to sit in the supercar, it's not going to go anywhere, right? So first and foremost, you can gear up to gear one, which means that you can buy the product and consume and try it out. You can place your order for Celergens and NGF or any other product that Celergen has. Consume and try out and see it talks to you. Okay, if it talks to you and you get a good feeling about it, then you know that there is a business opportunity behind that. You could recommend to others. Now, that is a very, very basic of network marketing system. You enjoy the product and it's good, you share with your friend. And through sharing your friend, you're retailing, you're getting small commissions from there. But a better way would be to gear up to gear 3, in which case you recruit your business partner. In other words, you are starting the franchising business. You are starting to build a team for yourself. You're no longer working solo like in gear 1 and 2. You're going into a teamwork phenomenon now. And that is really exciting. And when you gear up to gear 4, you're not just recruiting people, but you are also training and developing them. We are big on this. In Avita, we believe in training and development because if you could create the team capability, then your team capability will multiply your solo effort many times over. And finally, when you get up to gear 5, that is the duplication stage. And that is when your team are building more teams and you get more teams building more teams. Of course, it all depends on leaders in your organization. And you get into a very sweet phase of automatic as well as sustainable growth in your enterprise building. And that's really exciting. Now in Avita, there's 7 ranks altogether. Everybody starts from joining as a VIP member. It goes up to Silver Associate and Gold Associate. So the initial 3 ranks are defined as consumer ranks. Now beyond that, you come to Platinum Director and above. These are the Business Builder ranks. And this is where the return, this is where, if you're thinking about it as a business, ask your friend who introduced this to you and they'll work out a plan with you and get you to focus on your first milestone is to get to become a Platinum Director. And you'll be on your way to a very lucrative and meaningful enterprise building career of your own. Our slogan is a better life and a better world. It's a very beautiful way of describing what we do and our lifestyle. A better life is being a wellness advocate. You've got to be interested in wellness and healthcare and preventive care. And as a wellness advocate, we develop customer one at a time. We share with people our knowledge, our experiences, we tell our stories, and we touch lives one at a time. But a better world requires collective effort, and that requires us to invite our friends to join us in this enterprise and become our partners in this enterprise. And by supporting one another, we develop business leaders. And once you can do that, you multiply your power. And as a result, you can touch lives many at a time. How do we help you to achieve that? Is through our very useful business education system, which comprises training. Mentorship is a one-on-one mentoring, team support across the entire region. And we have designed a lot of business events in the various cities around Asia. And leveraging on our regional network of partners and associates, you could grow your network a lot faster. And at the same time, and we are supported by a business system that is provided by Avita. The moment you join, you're provided with this business systems. I'll show you some pictures of what we do. This is a training that we conduct. This is the office over in Manila. You have teams that's built up over here, and this is our Philippine teams, starting with LC at the top, Gina, and then went on to Dr. Diona in Manila, and went on to Burdette over in Mindanao. And so far, it has gone to many, many cities across the Philippines. Really exciting development for this team over in the Philippines. And of course, we travel around, we make an impact on people, we give talks, we provide training. And together, we train together, we develop ourselves together, we grow together. And as a multinational team, we could cross-support multicultural, multilingual, and that is really exciting. And you could develop your own multinational corporations, okay, starting with you alone. And that's really exciting because if you can build a team in many cities, you collectively have a bigger leverage across the entire Asia. And this is how we make this kind of money. This is not a brag. This is not a proof that everybody will be able to do it. You are provided with opportunity. Like I say, Avita is a supercar, but you alone is responsible for you to start the engine and drive somewhere. Yeah, many people will come forward to help you. Over here, you could see that Dr. Diona, the one holding the highest check. She's a doctor in the Philippines, but she doesn't make this kind of money in a month. And 520,000, which is $500,000 peso. This is made in a single month in the July of 2018. And of course, the moment that she was able to do it, she's able to then share with her friends and share with her friends of friends and develop her network. And now you could see that Dr. Diona in the second photograph has improved on her own earning. At the same time, she has helped her friends and friends of friends and friends of friends of friends to also improve in their earning by building a good team, by making impact on many people who enjoy better health through the Avita products. And we have people from all walks of life. It's not just corporate people, doctors. We have admin assistants who earn less than 15,000 a month, getting a check of 95,000 peso in a single month, and they cry when they receive the checks. And I think this is what really Avita is all about. It's about allowing ordinary people like you and I to have and to lead and enjoy an extraordinary life. Today, it is about you willing to get onto the right platform, join the right people, join the right team, and then grow by providing a value-added service, a good product, and good services to people from across the world. And in order to do that, by building teams. Let me show you how build teams. Years ago, we have Josephine here. Every single one of us started like a single seed, okay? And guess what? She shared with her friends, and her friends shared with their friends. Many of us just started somewhere, right? And then as you go, we build teams, and gradually we grow an international network of friends, customers, and partners, diversify our income sources across the whole of Asia. Now, I did not show you this to impress you about Josephine, but really every one of us is a seed in our own right. The question really is about you. You today, you have known about this opportunity. It's about you, whether you take the action, whether you give it a try, whether you find out more, do your due diligence, and also find out from people who are more experienced like myself and how we could help you, mentor you in creating a business that you would really, really enjoy. I think the biggest things to freedom is network. Network is really today the tickets to freedom. And you, for the first time, has an affordable way to get started in building a network that will give you the freedom to your life. And that is what Avita Business Opportunity is really all about. I look forward to interacting with you over a chat, a conference, or a seminar, or meeting in person very soon. I'll be most happy to share my experiences with you and to allow you to join the bandwagon of freedom. I wish you all the very best, and we shall speak soon. Thank you.